The one-time first buddy, Elon Musk, has essentially been excommunicated from Trump Nation. And the president today was meeting with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz in a bilateral press conference in the Oval Office, or whatever the hell that little room is called, with the two chairs and then the couch with Marco Rubio and Scott Bessent and everyone else. They were sitting there, Friedrich Merz, or as Joe Biden referred to him, as Gerhard Schroeder. Yeah, it didn't end well when Trump was asked about Elon, and the big rift comes over after the big, beautiful bill. Musk says that he was never shown the bill. It was passed in the dead of night when most people in Congress couldn't even read it. And it, to him, is the great undoing of so much of the great work at Doge, which was meant to pare down the size and scope of government and root out fraud, waste, and abuse. And, they had very, very big aims and, essentially made a recommendation in the rescission package that the president sent to Congress, which really only totaled $9.5 billion in cuts after a promised $1 trillion. I'm still very confident that they can cut $1 trillion from spending at the federal level. That shouldn't be too hard to do, but D.C. is a nasty, swampish hellhole, and Elon learned that firsthand. Because of his the amount of money that he gave to President Trump during the election, and because of the influence that he had in the White House and within the administration after Trump was reelected, he became the poster child of evil for the left. Trump was asked if it has been a falling out, and he said that he didn't know if he and Elon would ever be friends again because of Elon's criticism of a bill that is so important to the president, that he named it the triple B, the big, beautiful bill. And Elon has taken umbrage with that, saying it can be big and ugly or slim and beautiful. It can't be both. And he said slim and beautiful is the way to go. I could not agree more. You have to cut the size of the federal government. Elon Musk, you can say whatever you want about him and his personal life, but he has a better sense of how to cut things in order to make them run more efficiently. He did it at X. He was going to do that with Doge. And for whatever reason, maybe it's because he criticized Peter Navarro for his ridiculous view on tariffs that the president has fallen in love with. But now there is this great rift between the two. I was talking to Thomas Massie, the Republican congressman from Kentucky, who is also a big fan of cost cutting. And he said that Elon went to Washington knowing that he was going to be unpopular, knowing that it would be bad for his bottom line, but he did it anyway because he was putting the country above his own financial needs because, arguably, he's probably got enough money. But now Elon Musk he's in the worst position possible because the left has already tried to cancel him. They're no longer buying Teslas. And now the right that is going to side with the president is going to turn on Elon. And he really is a man without a country at this point. And it's a shame. It's not the way it has to be. Even when you are not as close as you once were to a relationship or to an administration, it doesn't mean you have to have bad feelings and a giant public spat. But, that is in the makeup of these two gentlemen. They are both emotional. They're both very, very verbal, especially when they have been aggrieved, when they feel attacked. So now they are attacking each other, and it's going to metastasize, and it is going to get ugly. Again, the advice from Thomas Massie was that Elon Musk should be investing in primary races if he's going to stay in politics, and he should stay out of general elections. So who knows if Trump would have won without Elon's money? The point is, he's the president now. And I think the responsibility rests with him to mend this fence, take the good work that Elon was going to do and move forward with it. And just because they have a disagreement on this piece of legislation, it doesn't mean that either of them are bad people. And they're both smart enough to overcome this. But sometimes intelligence is really secondary to emotion. And I think the brute force of their emotion and their desire to make their feelings public, that is going to be something that's the only thing people will be talking about, which, the gossip only adds fuel to the fire. So go ahead and gather round and warm up, Buttercup, because this feud isn't going to heal itself anytime soon. This has been Kennedy Saves the World. I'm Kennedy.